Hi y'all, welcome to another episode of Best in Glow. My name is Tracy, this is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel, and today our candles are focused on the best candle that has cotton as a scent note. Not to be confused with candles that have a name with cotton in it, not to be confused with linen or laundry. I am learning that there is a whole world of fresh, clean scents out there, and all of them are a little bit different. So if you haven't already seen my Best in Glow for linen candles, that has been posted. I'll link it below. I'll pop a card up here in case your cards are on. This one is going to be just focused on candles which are cotton. I do have one more episode coming down the pipeline that is best laundry, and those are going to be candles that either have a laundry note or don't have cotton or linen, but very clearly are fresh, clean scents. So there are 5 candles in this particular review. 3 of them are from Goose Creek. I have one from a small business called the Cheerful Giver, and then the last one is a Kringle Candle. I'm going to start with Goose Creek, and that is their Cotton Vanilla Breeze. Love the label because of the kind of baby blue tones to it. I love the cotton branches here. It feels very literal, simple, stainless steel lid, white wax. These are kind of between thin and medium ropey wicks. This one has scent notes of sunlit cotton, warm breeze, cashmere, and vanilla. And y'all know I'm a sucker for cashmere. I'm a sucker for vanilla. And that is why I absolutely adore this candle. And I have burned this one. This is actually my second one. This might be my third one now. This is one of my favorites. So I already have a feeling it's not going to, there's no way any of these other ones are going to upset this one. This might be my favorite among the entire 3 episodes of Best in Glow for fresh, clean scents. Yeah, you just get this beautiful, sharp cotton note. It's not quite as sharp as like a linen. I feel like those can get really high on the register and hit you in the sinuses. It's kind of like mid-range sharp, and then it is just softened and warmed by that beautiful cashmere and the vanilla. When I first saw this candle and the scent notes listed, I was like, who would put vanilla in like a laundry candle? And I thought it was going to be gross. And then it has quickly become my favorite fresh, clean scent. And I burn this a lot on Sundays when I do my cleaning because it's an amazing scent. I love the way that vanilla plays with the cashmere and the cotton note in here. Yeah, it's a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit extracty, the vanilla is. It reads a little bit like something you'd want to put in a buttercream frosting, but it's not sweet, at least not super sweet. I feel like you're getting a sense of a little bit of sweetness from the cashmere. I even feel like the cotton note in here has a little bit of sweetness. It also has that sharpness paired with whatever this warm breeze is. It feels a little bit, it's not eucalyptus, but gives you that same sense of like that sinus clearing. Yeah, it just feels like vanilla sunshine hanging on the line, drying your clothes. I love this one so much. Again, I think I'm going to be hard pressed to find one that I like that's better than this one. Definitely an all-time favorite. Okay, the other one from Goose Creek that I have is Puppy Snuggles. Now, as of right now, this one is not out. This one came out, I want to say, in January or February of this year. It was Puppy Snuggles and Kitten Cuddles, and the Kitten Cuddles one had a violet note in it that to me smelled like pickle juice, so I did not like that one at all. You will not see that one in this review, but this one I did really enjoy, so I picked it up for this particular review. Actually, I think I had a backup of it and decided to toss it in. It's cool cotton, creamy vanilla bean, and Puppy Snuggles, so you're seeing some similarity between the Cotton Vanilla Breeze and this one. Both have a cotton note, both have vanilla. I don't know what Puppy Snuggles is supposed to be, but based off of the label, I assume it's going to be blanket-like. This is kind of one of those fuzzy rugs or fuzzy blankets that the puppy is sleeping on. Again, you have the baby blue border, stainless steel lid, white wax, and these are, again, thin, medium, ropey wicks. I like this one. I don't like it as much as the Vanilla Cotton Breeze, Cotton Vanilla Breeze. Yeah, this one there is what feels like a floral note to me. I don't know what that is. It's different than the kind of floral vibes the other one is giving me. It feels, oh, there's another one. It almost feels like a honeysuckle in here. Or like a, something creamy white. It's not super strong. I don't think it's honeysuckle, but it's hitting in that like conceptual part of my brain. Like one of the stronger florals, I actually have one of those here that I'm going to be giving away. Let me see if it's gardenia. Yeah, it might be more of like a gardenia vibe that's in here. Yeah, I have my D-stash here. I think by the time you see this video, the D-stash will already be shown. Yeah, much more floral than this one. Yeah, this is much sweeter, much softer. I almost side by side feel like I'm getting like zesty, like a zesty citrus vibe from that one that I couldn't smell until I smelled this one. So this one feels much more floral. It's definitely soft with that vanilla. It's definitely soft with whatever this Puppy Snuggles is, but it feels more floral. This one seems to have more of like a fruit essence to it. It's either like I said, like a eucalyptus or some sort of zest. So I like them both, but they are different, and they're different enough to where I want both. These are both backups of mine, and I do interchange burning them on Sundays. I almost always gravitate towards this one, the Cotton Vanilla Breeze, but I do also really like the Puppy Snuggles. New to me is Kringle's Warm Cotton. This is a 3-wick that I picked up during their Labor Day sale. Love the 3-wick jars and how they're painted. Love the cotton on here. This is a kind of brushed stainless steel lid. Soy wax, not colored, so it's white with thin curly wicks. Scent notes on this one are powder, citrus, green, jasmine, nougat, musk, rose, water flowers, and wood. This one feels a lot more muted. It doesn't feel as sharp. It doesn't feel as potent. I'm definitely getting a sense of whatever the citrus is in here. It feels like a juicy lemon to me. I'm picking up on floral. I don't know that I would identify it as rose or jasmine, however. It feels very watered down, and maybe that's the water flower. There's something in here that literally smells like water, like aquatic. Like a spa drink that has florals in it, or like a cold iced tea that's got floral in it. I don't get like a big punch of sharpness. It just feels very sweet, very subtle, very floral, very citrus. It does smell powdery. It feels a little bit like a deodorant, or like if you were to open up a powdered detergent and you get that sense of it being powdered versus a liquid one, you definitely get that on this. Almost, yeah, with that citrus in here, it almost goes the way of like a toilet bowl cleaner to me, or like a spray cleaner. It's not bad. It just feels very subtle, very soft, very feminine, to the point where it almost doesn't feel like what I'm used to when it comes to cotton linen laundry scents. I don't dislike it. It's kind of interesting. Okay, next is Crisp Cotton from the Cheerful Candle. And this I think is technically Cheerful Giver. Yeah, a Cheerful Giver is the company. And I bought a couple of these recently. I bought one, what was it, like Farm something? It's a red hot cinnamon. I bought another one that I gave away because this is a small business to one of my viewers for the 1,000 subscriber drawing that I did. They do not have the scent notes on the bottom. Let me look those up for us. All right, this is described as a simply clean aroma of linen and fresh cotton. So I guess to be fair, I could have put this in the linen episode as well, because it has both cotton and linen scents in it. And if you didn't watch that episode, I did mention that the distinction between cotton and linen is that linen tends to be sharper, cotton tends to be sweeter. So I'm guessing they put the cotton in here to soften up the linen note. Not sure. Yeah, this is very simple. I don't think it has even remotely the same complexity that the other two have. It really does just smell like clothing that's come out of the washer and dryer, not like you're sticking your nose into like a container of bounce sheets or fabric softener or detergent. It still has some sharpness, but it's also just very soft and very light. It's also pretty weak on cold. A little bit perfumey. Yeah, and I'm getting a hint of almost what feels like a cashmere on the base. They don't have that listed as a scent note, but there's something kind of warm at the foundation. I guess that could be the cotton, but to me it feels like the cotton is in the middle. Getting the really sharp linen first, this like clean sense from the cotton, and then I'm getting something kind of warm and grounding in the base. This is unfortunately a little bit oily, I'm noticing. There is some oil on the ring there, on the rim, and then the lid has some oil in it. So I think when this shipped to me, it must have been melted on the way here and maybe has since re-solidified. The wax looks fine. So this is I think they're a medium jar. They have a larger one you can get also. They also have smaller ones you can pick up. I didn't want to go too large because these things last forever and I just don't want to have these laying around unless I really like it. But whenever I'm trying a new company, this is new to me, I'm always hesitant of like going big right away because I've learned my lesson with other companies that that's just not, you know, take it easy and try small. So this is their apothecary jar and it's just a classic, kind of looks like the Yankee, old school Yankee jar. 2 wicks on this, which will be good for wax pool and for burning. The wicks are super thin and look like they kind of fall over, which does have me a bit concerned, but hopefully they'll do okay. I'll just have to keep an eye on them. I'll probably trim them the first burn because they're kind of going all over the place right now. Number 5, this is a Goose Creek, another Goose Creek. I forgot I had this one in here. Beachside Blanket. This was a part of their seaside collection that all had that kind of like, it feels like wallpaper to me, but vertical stripes with kind of a translucent jar, simple label here, stainless steel lid. I have burned this one because I did this as part of a lit review, so you'll notice it has been lit. I don't know why there are those divots in there. I'm guessing at some point I thought I was going to fire this up and then burned it out. I must have like gone for a walk or something and put it out before it goes to full wax pool. That's not usually something I do with my candles, so it's a little weird for me to see that. Based off of just appearance, I think these were probably medium ropey wicks. They've already been burned, so it's hard to tell. Beachside Blanket has soft cotton blanket, beach breeze, warm sands, and dreamy vanilla. Yeah, these are also different, y'all. I think it really speaks to the wide range of things you can do with a cotton candle because this one smells very summer, very beachy, almost gives me sunscreen vibes. Kind of feels like, you know, you popped a load of laundry into your washing machine at your beach rental and went out with some sunscreen on and laid in the sun for an hour. And then you came back to hang it on the line and you're getting this mix of like clean clothes and sunscreen at the same time because you're getting the sunscreen off your arms and the fresh detergent off the clothes. You do get a sharpness from the cotton. You also get a strong sense of sweetness that could be coming from the cotton plus the vanilla that's in here. It is different from this Cotton Vanilla Breeze, however. Yeah, this one is much more sharp. There's got to be a citrus note in here. I keep sniffing the citrus in here. It doesn't say that, but I keep feeling like there's citrus in this one. That one's very sharp. This one feels a little bit muted. It feels softer. It feels creamier. I feel like I'm getting something coconut in here. That might be whatever's in the either warm sand or beach breeze. Yeah, it's just like cotton, coconut, creamy, vanilla, a little bit sharp, very warm, a little bit earthy. Yeah, each of these is so unique, y'all. It makes them difficult to rank. So I'm going to rank these on cold for us, and in 5th place is going to be the Cheerful Giver Crisp Cotton. I think it's just because this is so light on cold, and it also seems very simple. I'm kind of craving a bit more complexity. I want more scent so that I can really get a feel for what that might be like on warm. Then I would do Beachside Blanket, which, by the way, I like the top 4 a lot. I do really enjoy this one. It's just the kind of sunscreen vibe to this one's a little bit off-putting to me. However, I do still really enjoy it. I like the softness, the floralness of this particular candle from Kringle, the warm cotton. These two have been, you know, my top 2 favorites for a while now. Puppy Snuggles would be number 2 because it really just does not compare to my all-time favorite of Cotton Vanilla Breeze. So I'm going to go out and burn these, revisit them, take some notes, get some burn footage, and then I will come back after the cut and share with you my findings on how these evolve on warm, how they perform, strength throw, all that good stuff, any burn quality issues I have to bring to your attention. I'll also re-rank them in case things shape up in a different way on warm. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I have spent hours, days with these candles, and I'm going to share with you my post-burn analysis and rank these from my least favorite to my most favorite. I will say, out of the 3 episodes that I have done for the Best in Glow Laundry, Linen, Cotton has been my favorite. So I think I'm a cotton girly because the ones that I like in here I really, really like and would definitely repurchase. I'm going to start with number 6. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with this candle. It's just not for me. I don't like the muguet or muguet. That's just, is it French for lily of the valley? And then there's the jasmine in here and flowers. This was just too floral for me. It's the Kringle cotton. It is a very good thrower. It is very strong. And I think the floral and the sharp white floral paired with the strength is just too much for me. This didn't technically produce a headache in me, but it definitely felt like one was coming on of like, oh, I gotta put that out. Similar to how I felt when I burned the Bath & Body Works Gardenia Easter candle, where I was like, well, that'll make a good decoration because I can't burn this thing. I feel the same way about this. So I did only get 2 burns in. I'm not going to burn a candle that I think is going to induce a headache. So it's, you know, it's almost a full candle. I'm going to destash this. I would describe this as a very sharp, yet also very soft floral. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like you get like the high sinus sharpness from the lily of the valley and the jasmine, but you also get this like powdery essence to it that makes it feel like a legit cotton scent. I would say that this was strong in terms of strength, not quite a powerhouse, but very close. And if you are sensitive to floral, you do not want this candle. The throw was good. It was able to really project. I feel like it went all the way across the room, but stronger the further away you got. So if you're sitting next to it, it wasn't quite as strong, but definitely when you walked into the room, you knew you had a floral candle lit. I also really liked the way this candle looked while illuminated. The painted jar just projects this beautiful kind of flickering cotton floral onto the wall behind it. It's one of the many reasons I like the Kringle painted jar 3 wicks that I've heard are going to be going away. I wish they were keeping them around because I do think they're beautiful. Almost enough for me to bump this up, but not quite because I just couldn't get past the smell of this one. I liked the scent, but it had almost no strength and almost no throw, was the Cheerful Candle Crisp Cotton, or Cheerful Giver is technically the full name of the company. There's a mild sharpness to this that makes it softer than the warm cotton from Kringle. You still get that white floral strength. It feels very crisp, very clean. However, this had such low strength and such low throw that I would need to designate this as a desk candle only. I don't usually like to do that unless it's a scent that I really, really love, because it really limits my ability to burn it in different spaces in my place. So for that reason, I will also be destashing this one. I don't mind the scent. It's pretty when lit. I just don't want a candle that I have to burn at my desk, and especially not a laundry candle that I have to burn at my desk, or technically cotton, but laundry vibes. Okay, number 3, Beachside Blanket from Goose Creek. This one, y'all, I really like it, but it also isn't your traditional cotton scent, because I do get like sunscreeny vibes from this. I'm not always a huge fan of sunscreen, but I really like the way the coconut in this is earthy and softens up some of the very kind of bright, sharp cleanliness of this. So you get like a sharp, fresh, clean, crisp vibe from the cotton, and then you just have this really warm, earthy coconut softness that's coming from, I'm guessing, whatever is warm sands, plus the vanilla, plus there's a coconut vibe in here, and it just ends up feeling like beachy laundry. I enjoy it. I don't think I like it as much as the next two, but this makes for like the perfect summer laundry candle. Highly recommend this if it comes back out again next year, although I will say this particular collection this year was not the best in terms of burn quality. We'll see how that one does. You'll see it in an empties video eventually. Number 2, one of the many loves of my life, is Puppy Snuggles. Now this one I got about halfway through because I do really enjoy this candle. Just need to get a sniff real quick. I will say, however, that again, if you're looking for a traditional cotton candle, you might be disappointed with this one because it has that cashmere note in here. They're calling it Puppy Snuggles. It smells like cashmere to me. It reminds me actually a lot of, was it cashmere or sandalwood that's in the Goose Creek Peter Rabbit Fresh Laundry candle? Reminds me a little bit of what's in here. So you just have this like warm, grounding softness tied in with a very light floral and a delicious warm vanilla. So for me, this is very soft, very comforting, very warming, versus, I mean, just like extreme opposite with the very sharp, very crisp, very bright Kringle warm cotton. Even though it says warm, this one's warm. This one is not. So if you're looking for something a little more smooth, a little less crisp, a little more cuddly, and if this comes out next year, pick it up. Puppy Snuggles. So hopefully that makes a comeback. This one is still available and clearly my favorite because I almost got through it. Just a little bit of sitting. Yeah, I can't get enough of this candle. This is my second one. I have a third one on backup. I love it in the wax melts as well. I can't get enough of this. Again, not necessarily traditional, but it's like the best of both worlds. So it's like if you take the really sharp, crisp floral of the last two in rank, and you pair it and mesh it with the soft vanilla warmth of the last two that I've done, which are technically 3 and 2, you kind of get this. So it's just very well balanced between this crisp, sharp cotton vibe and this very soft, deliciously warm and kind of sweet vanilla. And you would think those things don't go well together, but I cannot tell you how pleasing this is to have what feels like an edible vanilla with an inedible, fresh, clean laundry scent. This amazes me, and I love it so much. So if you haven't tried it and you like cotton and you like vanilla, you need this in your cart because there's nothing like it. I haven't found, in the entire series, I have found nothing that compares to this. Number 1 across all 3 episodes. Without a doubt, no question. This is the best one. So highly recommend that. Can't recommend it enough, but you have to like vanilla. All right, let me know if you have any questions about these cotton candles. Did I leave anything out? Right? Do you need more information? Are there candles I should have tested in this episode and haven't? Put that in the comments below as well. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this content. If you want to see more of my Best in Glow episodes, the thumbs up lets me know you've engaged with the content and that you appreciate it. If you want to see my final Best in Glow episode, make sure you are subscribed. That one is going to focus on laundry candles, and those are candles that don't have a cotton or a linen note, but they clearly are laundry, fresh, clean scents. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.